Turbo Trading with head trader Robert Knight, MBA.
This is just a quick video on how to protect yourself against catastrophic events like this midday on a stock. In this case, KSPN, they announced a financing, and the stock went from 10 to 5.5 in 2, 4, 6, 8 minutes. No, 10 minutes. I mean, there were some halts in there too, but 10 minutes of trading was cut in half and continues to drift off here. So we see that this is a low float stock, was an ultra low float stock, and I mean, it came from 62. Did they split it? No, it wasn't even reverse split. But it normally doesn't trade, and when it does trade, small range. And then all of a sudden it gets a big boost from $2 trading to 10 today. So it made a 5-fold move. But so when you're trading these things, you have to be aware all the time of, the potential for financing. Oops. So we see, if we just do a quick look, I just got this from Yahoo Finance. Total cash, $1.2 million. Current debt, $10 million. Accounts payable, 6.2. So, this company needs a financing. So that's, and so anytime they run it from 2 to 10, you should know that there's a financing coming. Now that doesn't preclude you from trading it, but you just have to always keep it in the back of your mind. Now, normally, if they value shareholders' equity, they won't announce these financing until after the close. But in this case, they announced it midday, and the stock absolutely got crushed. So, how do you protect yourself? Well, first you look and see if they need money or not. And in this case, they do. And so a 5-time fold, somebody's going to be approaching them to give them money. And why wouldn't they take it? They need it. So, but we see that when we traded this morning, there was a sharp rise, and we had it highlighted from last night. Got halted, popped, pulled back, held the support, and pops again. But all the way up, I was saying that, giving guidance, okay, buy the breakout here. This is your ABCD pattern. In this case here, we can see that it was, I'm just trying to get that. There we go. It popped up. I said, this is your ABCD pattern. So here's your A, here's your B, here's your C. This is where I said accumulated. I bought some at 775. And it took off. I said, sell half your position here at 9, at the breakout, 890, which I did. Then it pulled back, and then I did a fat finger trade. Accidentally sold all my stock, but it wasn't below the stop loss area of 890. So I was out of the trade, so I missed this catastrophic event. But as it pops out and it breaks out again to new highs, I mean, you want to be I said sell some at 950, and at 10, it got up to 10. Then we get this huge engulfing bearish candle. Next candle's red. You need to get out of that stock. Plus at 890, traded below it. Now it was coming off pretty quick, so you had to be fast. But it's the worst case. You should have been off at least half to 3/4 of your position. So the key point that I'm trying to make is how do you protect yourself against this catastrophic event? You don't know it's coming. That's the downside to it. You just don't know when it's going to come. But if you know they need money and you're trading the patterns and you're scaling all the way out, when it does take this kind of catastrophic event, if you had still a quarter position left, well, maybe you would have got out, just below where your entry was, at 7 or 6. but at least you've got off most of your stock up higher. Now the other one that was like that was this HSTO. And they also announced it, but this stock we never traded because it was in a downtrending channel. So we didn't have to worry about a catastrophic event because we know when a stock gets into this type of pattern, it's not a long. It's you just avoid it, or you could short it, or at best avoid it. So when it got up to the top of the channel here, and they announced that financing had dropped out, it didn't make any difference to us because we weren't trading this pattern. This is a downtrending channel. We want to trade with the trend, not against it. So when you get this downtrending channel, you know it's going lower, and sure enough, the offer came from 5.25 to 5.5 to 3.25.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Reach new levels of trading proficiency. Become a member at turbotrading.biz.